Welcome back, guys. Before we forget, please do follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and subscribe. Please subscribe. So, who are we going to react to?
Well, this group, it's a girl group, and they got really popular basically overnight this year.
Yes, they did. And for me, honestly, I was super proud because
I was so happy for them.
the song that made them popular, it was a
Has always been
jam.
a bop. It
Yes.
has always been a catchy song. Like, for me, it was one of those that, like, I heard the song and was like, oh, I don't really know a lot about this group, but, like, that's a cool song. Why doesn't everyone know it?
For me, it's like shout out to my friend Kevin, who years ago showed me the song when I think maybe it was pretty new. And he's like, you need to listen to the song. I love it. Showed it to me, and I listened to it nonstop. And then now knowing that they came back, you know.
And it's the song that brought them.
Yeah, I guess it came back into the light. Not even come back, but just got them in the light through that song. It was great.
The group we're talking about is none other than
Brave Girls.
Yay! Okay, so I did some research on them, and the research made me a little sad. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Because they've been around like a fair amount of time,
Yes.
you know, like around 10 years now. They've had a lot of member changes and whatnot. So the members that are with us now aren't the ones that were not necessarily there when the group like first debuted. But I mean, Brave Girls in some format has been around for a long time, but they have like 1 to 2.5 years straight in their like history where like they just don't do anything, and it happens a couple of times. So I was like, oh wow, there's like a release here and then nothing for like 2 or 3 years, and then a release here and then nothing for like another year or two, and I'm like, oh, it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
But I think they're finally getting the attention they deserve.
Oh yeah.
So that's great. So just to go over some basic information, this group is alive and well as of now, as in they are currently promoting. They're active. You know, sometimes groups haven't disbanded, but they're like infinitely inactive. Unfortunately, I think that's where they were headed to, but they have been saved. Thank Jesus. So we can get more wonderful music from them. So their label is Brave Entertainment. So if you know, like Brave Brothers, Brave Sound, that's them, hence Brave Girls. Get it? So they debuted in April of 2011. So they've been around for a while. And their fandom name is Fearless, because they're brave girls, so fearless. Yeah. And I guess I'm attributing this to the fact that maybe they were looking towards going to an infinite hiatus or potentially disbanding. Could be the reason that I, at least from my research, couldn't find that they have any official colors. I didn't really see a lot of, if any, like big tour history. I know everyone does like domestic things here and there, but I didn't really see any like out of Korea, any type of big Asia world tour, which was also kind of sad. And I was also kind of upset that they didn't have a light stick, but apparently, like, as of very, very recently, Brave Brothers has released information and released, like, a concept photo for a light stick that they're going to make for them. So I would assume sometime, like, later this year, maybe next year, they should have a light stick available.
That's great.
So I'm like, yes. Happy. So, getting into some of their history, we'll start with 2011. That's when they debuted with the single album The Difference on April 7th. After that, they debut with their first mini album, which was Back to the Future, in July 28th of the same year. So both of these releases get some traction, but don't really seem to have like a ton of movement in the charts. They did, however, win a Rookie of the Year award. Rookie of the Year award at the 19th Korean Cultural Entertainment Awards. So that was end of year 2011. So they're at least getting some attention as a brand new rookie group. So they build on that little bit of traction that they have. And in February of 2012, they released their second mini album, which was called Reissue. The title track was called Nowadays, and it peaked at number 14 on the music charts. And it was a highly searched topic on the Korean like search engine websites.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're getting a little bit more traction. They are getting noticed somewhat, but peaking at 14th on the charts is probably not exactly what they were looking for. But I'm like, hey, at least we're on the charts.
Yes.
In 2013, Brave Girls released a single titled For You. I don't know why I cannot enunciate well today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I should probably drink more of my coffee here in a second. But they released a single titled For You in 2013. And if you'll notice, their release history is a lot more sporadic than other groups we've looked at that debuted around the same time. So it's like they get a mini album or like a single album, and then they do nothing for like a year. And then they release like another single and then do like nothing for a year.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's a lot more sparse than a lot of the other groups we've looked at, especially when they are rookies. You know, you're really trying to build on any type of traction and momentum you have, so you can get those fans, get people to buy your stuff, get those music show wins. So it's something it seems that they are lacking a little bit. If we move to 2014, they actually don't have any release history in 2014. Brave Brothers said that there was going to be a full-length album in the works for Brave Girls that was announced in 2014, but the album was put on hold indefinitely. Many people believe that's due to Brave Brothers working with AOA at that time, just didn't have the time to make it happen. AOA's popularity, Brave Girls' popularity, I think we know what happened there. In 2015, they still don't have any release activity. No new music for us. We also have a few members of the group that stopped promoting with the group. So Brave Girls is one of those groups. They started out with a number of members, add some, lose some more. I believe they started out with 5, lost 3, added 5 more, I believe, came back as 7. Now they're 4. Kind of gave me like You Kiss flashbacks where I was like, these people are here and now we add and now more people leave and now there's like no original members and now more left. They kind of have that kind of situation going on as well. And to be honest, I mean, can you really blame them?
No.
Like, we're already into 2015. They debuted in 2011. They haven't had any like really anything going on in like 2 years. I really can't blame anyone for leaving to maybe like pursue something solo, pursue acting, or maybe just find a better label, because Brave Girls sounds awesome, but their label, I don't know, I think they got done dirty for sure. But in 2016 they finally make a comeback, and they make a comeback as a 7-member group. Okay. So I believe they started out with 5 members, lost 3, kept 2 originals, and added 5 more. Is how I believe the math works out too. So they released a single called Deepened on February 16th. And then on June 19th, they released their 3rd mini album, High Heels. So I'm like, hey, I know that one. I'm like, I like that one. Then on September 1st, they released a digital single called Yoo-Hoo. And if you'll notice, we still haven't got our full-length album. We are still single albums, and mini albums. And I'm like,
studio album. I'm
like, I want a full-length album here, guys. Like, come on. Yeah. And by guys, I'm not like on like Brave Girls. I'm like on the label. I'm like, where is it? So if we move forward, 2017, the 2 original members that were still with the group. So we had some people left. We added some new friends. Well, our 2 original OG members, they stopped promoting with the group around this time. It is then that the 4th mini album, Rollin, is released in March. So March of 2017. Then later in 2017, in October, 2 of the members actually participate in the Unit, which was an idol rebooting show. I think we've mentioned the Unit before on our show, but 2 members participated. I believe originally 3 members actually auditioned for the program, and only 2 of them made it in. Neither of them made it to the finals, but I believe one of them at least made it through the second elimination cut. So, I mean, hey, they were out there trying. I know from like the bits of the unit that I've seen, I remember seeing their names on there. And it was one of the things that I maybe wasn't as familiar with as many of like the girl group members that were promoting or auditioning on the unit. But I mean, they were ones that I was like, oh, Brave Girls, like they've been around for a while. Like, oh man, like just kind of like, oh man, like this is sad that like they're on this show too. Just like all the like boy groups that I knew that were on there, you know, like You Kiss, Boyfriend, like all of them that were just trying to win back their popularity or win back any type of popularity. And these girls were there struggling with them. So they did participate in that, but other than Rollin, nothing else musically happened in 2017. 2018, I only giggle a little bit because to me this is just sad. They do have a release, but it's a re-release of the single Rollin. So it's a new version of the song. It's a rearrangement.
Yeah.
But it's still the same song.
So at this point, I remember my friend showed me, I think it was 2017 when he showed me Rollin.
It would have been a newer song at that time. So yeah, 2018, we get that re-release. It's a rearrangement of Rollin, and we have another member that stops promoting with the group. So this cuts us down to 4 members that we're at current day now.
Yeah.
So moving forward in 2019, there's no real activity to take note of. In 2020, though, in August on the 14th, we do get a comeback in the form of a digital single. And this marked Brave Girls' return musically to the entertainment industry after an almost 3-year hiatus. Which I was like, holy crap. And they return with a 4-member lineup, and that's the 4 members that are currently promoting with the group right now as well. So like I said, the digital single was called We Ride. And then also later in 2020, the group was also featured in a webtoon series, and it was a project that was supported by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism of South Korea. So they're one of 8 idol groups that got to participate in this project that was hosted by the Korean International Cultural Exchange Promotion Agency in association with Korea's Webtoon Industry Association.
That's an interesting project to be a part of. Yeah, I'm like,
but I thought that was a super interesting project. So basically, they're in a Webtoon, one of 8 groups that participated. It's through the tourism and Webtoon
wondering how they got the hook up to be in there. Who knows?
I'm not sure whom the other 7 groups were, but I think that was a pretty neat thing to be included with.
That's cool.
But still not a lot of music from them in 2020. Like we said, what they released earlier that year was a digital single. So not even a physical single. And I don't know, when groups only start releasing digital singles, I start to get worried because I'm like, what? Your label's so broke, you can't even like print a CD out for you so that you can like give it away to the radios and like go be on programs. Once again, this is obviously like not their fault. Like I'm not blaming the girls in any way, but I'm just like, their label did them so dirty. But we finally get to current day. We finally get to 2021 and some stuff starts to happen, guys. Finally, well deserved for these girls. In February of this year, it was a compilation video of the Brave Girls performing Rollin on YouTube. So it's a compilation video, and it went totally viral. So because it went viral, obviously the song starts gaining a lot of traction. It starts surging in popularity, and it rose to the top of the real-time music charts. Yeah. So this is like years, like almost 4 years after it was initially released, and now it's rising in the charts. So it did so well that the group actually resumed promotional activities for this song. Remember, it's originally released in 2017. Yep. They're now doing promotional activities like going on music shows and all of that type of stuff now in 2021 for this song. And what I thought was really sad, not surprising, but sad, but one of the members revealed that before the song became viral, the group was very close to disbandment, and that some of the members had already moved out of their dorm.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, if you're moving out of the dorm, you're making plans, I feel like, to live and do other things.
Yeah.
But this song it blew up this year. It did astounding. In March, it was announced that the song had achieved a perfect all kill on the iChart record after topping both the daily and real-time music charts.
Mm-hmm.
And it is this song that gave Brave Girls their very first music show win in 2021 on Inkigayo for obviously Rollin. And that happened also again in March of this year.
Mm-hmm.
And what was crazy when I read this fact was that win, that first music show win, with the current lineup, broke the record for having the longest time period from debut to first win for a girl group in K-pop history. Obviously, they're counting, I believe, the entire history of Brave Girl. But
yeah,
it broke the record, winning 1,854 days after their debut.
Shit.
Now, obviously, I realize these girls debuted maybe not in 2011. But
but just the actual group
still,
itself.
They're still part of Brave Girls. And I'm like, that's insane.
But.
Huh?
I'm like, but. I'm like reading ahead on your notes.
Yes. So this is where it gets even crazier.
Yep.
So Rollin became the girl group song with the longest perfect all kill record. It maintained that all kill record for 262 hours. I'm like, I can't even do math right now. How many days is that?
I'm not gonna try to do that math.
We need.
I'm like, I'm not gonna.
We need the kid from the boys episode that could do the math in his head.
Oh, yeah. Where are you?
So that's almost 11 days.
Yep, we're close.
Almost 11 days it had this perfect all kill record, undisturbed, which I thought was absolutely crazy. So Brave Girls are high in demand these days.
Yep. I've seen them in Running Man.
So. Oh, they're in Variety. Mm-hmm. They're on the music shows. They're on radio. If you see, I know some of the K-pop pages on Facebook, they'll release those rankings of the, what's it called? The brand value reputation type thing.
Oh, yeah.
And they're killing it on that month after month just because there's just so much that they're doing now. And it's just crazy that I think they've probably done more in 2021 than they did in
their whole
past,
career.
9 years previous.
The ongoing joke in the show on Running Man, because I saw that episode, was oh, and now you're getting resources. Now he's so they're the person that is the founder.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden
super happy
the
now.
Label is oh, we can give you new clothes and take you to activities and pay for them, and crazy. The only other thing that I had of note for 2021 that I thought was interesting, other than I believe it's been reported that they should be coming out with a full-length studio album finally at some point in this year. Mm-hmm. Obviously, as of the time of recording this, that hasn't been announced when. Obviously, that's in the works. The light stick is in the works as well. Mm-hmm. But they also released a special version of High Heels in collaboration with a shoe brand.
That's great.
In April. And I just thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look more into it because I'm like, that's cool. Do they have Brave Girls high heels
and honestly,
that I could buy?
They were pretty entertaining to watch on variety shows. So maybe that's some future thing that can get into too.
Hey, if they can tap into it, I think they should. They've earned it. They deserve it. So I just had a brief recap in case anyone is confused. Just to go over. Have a brief recap. So, just to sum everything up. Brave Girls, 2021, hoorah, everybody loves them. Prior to that, we only got single album and basically some mini albums and some digital singles that were released. In terms of member timelines, we started out with 5 members. Those members were, and I'm so sorry, I'm going to butcher their names, but Enyoung, Seo, Yejin.
We'll get to them eventually too.
Yujin, right? Heran.
It's okay.
Yes.
It's okay.
Are originals. And then some of them leave obviously at different points. 3 of them leave around the 2014-15 mark. 2 others leave prior to the 2017 release. Starting in 2015-2016, that's when we have additional members added in. Haeyeon, Minyoung, Yoo-jung.
Disclaimer, we suck.
NG, Yuna.
You're going to have to say these when we talk about the members, in a moment, so you're going to struggle again.
So that's my attempt at them. Those girls were all added in, and those girls are all current with the exception of 2 of them. I believe that would be Haeyeon, Haeyeon are the ones that dropped off somewhere around 2019.
Hence 4 members. Hence
why now we went 4. So I believe we went 5... and then 3 left. Then we added in 5 and got 7. And now we're back down to 4. So I think I had to give myself a picture so that I could try to get this straight. So let's talk a little bit about the current members.
Let's do it.
Okay. So let's just do a little bit of additional information on our current members that we have. So we're going to start with Minyoung. She's the main vocal and main dancer of the group. She's born in 1990. And what I thought was interesting is she didn't start training to be an idol until she was 21.
Oh,
so normally that's like when, if you're debuting in your early 20s, you're like old and late. But she actually didn't start training until she was 21. She joined Brave Girls in 2015. And you know how the High Heels mini album has like a picture of someone's legs? It's actually her legs. Like she's the one whose legs are on the album.
That's awesome.
So I thought that was just kind of cool that like, I don't know, you could go in a record store and be like, those are my legs. I know, they look nice.
I'm a leg model too.
And I thought it was interesting that she loves spicy food like you.
Yeah.
But she also loves sushi like me.
Aww.
So our second member is, I'm so sorry, Jujong. That's my best guess.
It's sad because I saw the episode and they said their names. And
so she's a vocal and a visual. She's 1991 liner. Okay. She can speak English because she studied at an international school in Hong Kong. And what I thought was funny is her eyes. She has like an eye smile, and it got her the nickname Squirtle.
I remember that in the show.
And I think like they probably mentioned that in like TV shows because like apparently that's what she's known for. She also joined Brave Girls in 2015, and she's also known for being like the prankster of the group. So it's like, I like it. And up next we have Unji, Yoonji, and Unji or Unji. We'll go with that. So she's the main rapper, lead dancer. She's also a vocal, and she's born in 1992. Okay. So she's known for having large eyes, which in the picture we have, I'm like, you can totally see it. She has nice eyes.
Dude, in Running Man, like that was like one of her talents was like
her eyes,
her like having the largest, like opening them the largest. But like, I don't know, spoiler if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know if you'll ever see it, but Kwang So beat her to it because she might have the biggest eyes, but she doesn't she can't open them as big. Whereas Kwang So, like he was like so he won barely. But yeah, like that was like her.
She talent. Has like large eyes, and like she's known for that. And apparently she's also known for being clumsy too.
Aww.
And I was like, I feel that. But she also joined Brave Girls in 2015. And she loves spicy food and Western food. And I was like, I wish I could eat spicy food. I think it's interesting when people like Western food because I'm just like, since we have it like here all the time, I'm just like, boring. But apparently she just got her driver's license in 2020. And I'm like,
Yay!
Because I know it's not as common.
Yeah, it's not as common.
They're like public transportation. You don't really have to have a driver's license. But moving on to the Magne of the current lineup, Yuna. She's a lead vocal, lead dancer, rapper, and she's obviously the Magne. She's 93 liner, and she was actually born in Jeju. So I was like, oh, cool. Love me Jeju Island. And like all the others, she also joined Brave Girls in 2015. So like the current lineup, all 4 of them joined in 2015. So in 2015, they added 5 girls. These were 4 out of those 5 girls that were added. And she has a couple funny nicknames, one of which is Thor, because apparently she makes noises when she exercises that give her this nickname. And also bob-cut haired sister. So I'm assuming this is obviously translated, which is why it sounds a little bit odd, but like she's the girl with the bob haircut. And apparently she's had that like hairstyle since she was in middle school.
So she's like you, but like bob, yours is long hair.
Mine's like long hair that I've had forever. It's just like her signature thing.
That's funny. I've tried to convince her to cut it, but...
Okay, I'll cut off like 3 or 4 inches or 5 inches.
That's nothing.
To some people, 5 inches is a lot.
You just need to do it. It'll grow back.
Yeah, but...
I just cut it. I'm too random. I'll go from here to here to here to here. It's a bangs.
But see, I can hide behind my hair.
You don't need to hide behind your hair. You gotta be confident, woman. But anyway...
I don't know. I'm not the Brave Girls. I'll work on it.
That's true. Yeah.
But I also thought it was interesting that our Magne apparently was in a rock band in high school.
She has a look. She's like...
And I could totally see it, at least in like the picture that we're looking at. I could totally see it. Well, before we jump into reacting, I do want to give a quick nod, at least to our former members. There are quite a few of them, so I'm not going to go into like vast detail about them, but we should at least point them out. They were a part of the group. So there's actually 6.
Yeah.
Which is why we're not going to go into too much detail because we do want to get to reacting today. But there are 6 former members. En Young. She was the original leader, main vocal, lead dancer, and visual. She was 87 line.
Wow.
Well, I guess is like she's still like alive, just not like in the group. You know?
Yeah.
Like I would say like something has happened.
Yeah.
She's just not in the group. Hyeran. That's what I'm going to go with. Main rapper, main dancer, vocal. She's 93 line. We also had Yejin, who was a vocalist, 1990 line. We also had Yuchin, who was a vocal and rapper in 92 line. The original Magne, she was born in August 94. She's also a vocal. Her name is Haehyun. And then our 6th former member was Soa. And she was originally one of the main dancers and vocalists for the group. She was 1988 line.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make her a child. But those are our current and former members of the group. So in total, there's been 10 different girls that are a part
it's
of
crazy
or were a part of
how there's
Brave
more
Girls.
former members than actual members.
Hashtag UKISS.
Anyway.
They're down to 3 now, I think.
That's sad, but let's not get into that.
So I was going to say, the other fandoms, we understand how it goes too. But those are our current and former members. And now we talked a little bit about the history, obviously, of the group. So now we get to do the fun stuff.
Yeah.
We get to do some reacting. So obviously there's not a ton of material for us to listen to.
Yeah.
But I definitely think we should watch the video for the song that gave them all the popularity. Don't you think?
I've listened to both songs, and I've binge saw Rollin a lot. High Heels, I maybe saw it once a long time ago.
And then we also have what I think was their digital single. We can see if there's a music video for We Ride. I think that would have been their most current promotion.
So yeah, there is. Do you want to do that first?
Do you want to start with that one?
Let's do it then.
Start with current and maybe work our way back?
Oh yeah. Let's go. I love their outfits straight up. Oh, that's cool.
That's pretty. And I like the kind of like retro look.
Because like when they were walking, I'm like, that's an old looking car. And then I'm like, of course.
I love the retro look.
Look at that.
Ooh, smash it.
Yes. That was all of us in the pandemic.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, we're still in the middle of it technically, but yeah.
I really do like that retro videos of me.
Yes, it's nice. I like their outfits. Gives me some clueless feels, like the flat skirts and stuff.
I feel like this is the type of song I could just be like driving in like the summer and just like having on and just being like, Like it ain't too flashy, but doesn't need to be too flashy.
They're just like, they're jamming. The glove though. Ooh,
I like that.
Of course they look amazing.
Of course.
I like this video.
It's cute though.
I know.
I was gonna say, I like this part.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I just be like, and that'd be at the stoplight.
So I would see you and you're just like,
it's this song.
It's gonna be this one.
Yeah.
That was cute. It definitely gives me just like a chill summer vibe.
I loved it. I really, really,
And I
really,
liked it.
really, really,
And I'm like, man, that only
really
had like
loved
a
it.
digital release. Can't even buy it though.
I know.
Oh, well, should we work our way back?
Do you want to watch High Heels? Because I think Rollin should be the last.
I think so too.
Then
let's do it.
Let's do it. Brave Entertainment.
Man, I haven't heard this in ages.
And just like the members, I'm like tripped out. And if I'm being honest, whenever I first saw it, I didn't realize the difference.
What?
I didn't realize the difference of members because I was just not, I don't know.
Like paying attention?
Yeah. But they maintain a consistent style, like, regardless. I feel that sometimes. I'm just like, ooh, that skirt looks great in the video. It's the red, dude.
First time I heard this, I was surprised that it didn't get more traction than it did. I mean, I know a lot of people have heard of it.
And that's how I felt about Rollin, dude. I was like, why isn't this song?
Thing with that one.
Like, I remember my friend and I, we were just like ranting about it. We're like, this is such a great song.
This is gonna make me want to go buy like a funky colored pair of high heels.
Red? A red pair?
Maybe. I don't have a red pair actually.
Me neither, actually. Because I feel like it's out there, but it will look great.
Still wear it with a lot of
stuff. We're hardcore jamming out. That looks like a fun video to record.
I'm sure it was.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, they all look like they're having fun.
Yes, get it.
It's like how everyone's just dancing with them. They're all jamming.
I was like, girl, get it.
She's having a model moment.
Mm-hmm. They all are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, foxy girl.
I'm like, I should go buy some new shoes, maybe. So
I know.
I can say, I'm a pretty girl. I'm a fancy girl. And I'll have this playing in the background.
Yeah, that was cute. Aww. Get it?
How many views does that have?
Now it has 1.5 million. So.
Not enough.
Not enough, but hopefully it'll get better.
Let's see how much. Rollin.
Rollin. Okay.
It's
so
probably everywhere now.
It's crazy because like there's like newer versions and clean versions. Okay, so for me, I personally saw the dance version a lot because that's the one my friend was like, that's the one you need to watch.
Oh, of course.
So that's the one I saw a lot. But honestly, yeah, we should check out the original.
All right, let's
do it.
Okay.
So we tried to find the original version, but I don't know if it's out there on the internet anymore. Maybe it's buried under a lot of
There's
stuff.
Just so many new versions. This version, music show, blah blah blah.
Yep. So we decided to and do the clean version because I know I would see the dance version a lot because that's the one my friend would refer me to, and that's the one we would watch. But let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm ready.
I'm excited because I like the song.
It's a catchy song. Finally got what it deserved.
Oh, I know. All extra and shit.
So extra.
I'm kidding. I'm like trying not to sing and ruin the song for you guys. I know. Honestly, this is more of a jam out.
It is. I would fall if I tried to do that. I just keep looking at that. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, if I was trying to do what they're doing, I'd fall.
I'm just like... She pulls that like red toned hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm assuming the new version only has the 4 members, probably, right?
That's what I would assume, yeah.
One of our posters just fell. Sad day. Let's still jam out.
They just couldn't take the awesomeness of this song.
It was like, ugh. Rolly, rolly, roll it. Rolly, rolly, roll it. Rolly,
It's so
rolly,
catchy.
roll it. I'm like, rolly, rolly, roll it. Rolly, rolly, roll it. They make me miss my long hair.
Make you miss long hair.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, there's a lot to comb through today.
Body rolls.
Body roll?
Mm-hmm. I thought that was cool.
I mean, it's a pretty simple video, but I'm like, it is such a catchy song. Like, it is a jam.
I'm gonna have to look at the new version later.
Oh, of course. Yay!
More Shia LaBeouf clapping. That was great.
I'm so happy they finally got what they deserved, and that song got what it deserved.
Yeah. I'm so happy.
If you guys could do this with You Kisses Neverland next.
That's such a good song, guys.
I'm just saying, if we're talking about good songs.
That's a great song.
If y'all did it for one song, we can do it for another.
Let's do it,
Let's
guys.
all help each other.
Yep.
Let's share the happiness. But no, like seriously, that is a great song.
That is a great song. Well, that was a fun time. I know. I'm so happy right now.
Song. And I'm just like happy, and I'm just happy for them.
I know.
And I want to go buy shoes now.
High heels.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you guys for joining us today, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye.